All right, so you've got a pair of dumbbells sitting at home, and you're thinking, okay, I'm ready to do this. But here's the thing. Having the tool is one thing, having a plan is another. In this guide, we're going to build that plan, step by step, a simple, super effective blueprint for getting a great workout at home with just those dumbbells. Let's dive in.
See this? That's really all you need, seriously. Forget about the packed gyms, the confusing machines, all that noise. The most powerful tool for changing your body might just be sitting in the corner of your room. The only missing piece of the puzzle has been the strategy. And today, that's exactly what we're putting together.
Before we even get into a single exercise, we gotta be honest about what the real opponent is. It's not how heavy the dumbbells are. It's the magnetic pull of that comfy couch. The biggest fight in at-home fitness isn't about equipment. It's about winning the battle against our own inertia, that little voice that just loves to say, maybe tomorrow.
And this, right here, is the mindset shift that changes everything. Working out at home isn't a second-best option. You know what it is? It's a masterclass in discipline. It's all about managing yourself. And when you get good at that, the physical results, well, they almost feel like a bonus on top of the mental strength you build.
Okay, so before we jump into the what to do, we need to get a handle on the why it works. Any workout program that actually gets results, whether it's at home or in a fancy gym, is built on just a few core principles. Once you get these, you'll know how to make any routine work for you.
And here they are, the big three. Number 1, consistency. Just showing up week after week is way more powerful than one killer workout every now and then. Then you've got progressive overload. That's the secret sauce for getting stronger. And finally, proper technique. This one's a deal breaker. Quality over quantity, every single time.
Let's talk about progressive overload, because this is the engine of all your progress. Your body's smart. It adapts. If you keep doing the same 10 push-ups every day, eventually it gets easy and your muscles just stop changing. You have to keep giving them a reason to grow by adding a little more weight or doing one more rep. You've got to gently push the boundaries.
All right, with those principles locked in, let's get to the actual blueprint. We're looking at a simple and seriously effective 3-day split. It hits every major muscle group. You'll do day 1, day 2, day 3, take at least a day of rest in between, and then you just start the cycle over. Simple as that.
Day 1 is all about your pushing muscles. We kick things off with the dumbbell bench press. That's your bread and butter for building chest strength. Then we move to dumbbell flies, which really stretch and shape the chest. For shoulders, the standing dumbbell press is fantastic. And we finish by hitting the back of the arms with tricep extensions. And see that 8 to 12 rep range? That's pretty much the magic number for encouraging muscle growth. On day 2, we flip the script and work the pulling muscles. The bent over row is an absolute powerhouse for building a strong, thick back. The single arm row then lets you zero in on each side to make sure everything's balanced. Then, of course, we've got biceps. Classic curls for building that peak, and hammer curls to build thickness and work your forearms. A strong back, by the way, is the foundation of good posture. It's not just for show.
And here we go. Day 3. You know the rule? We never, ever skip leg day. Your legs are the engine of your entire body. Dumbbell squats and lunges are incredible because they work everything: your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. Then we shore up the foundation with core work. Planks for that deep stabilizing strength, and crunches for the abs. This is how you build a powerful, balanced, athletic body from the ground up.
Okay, listen up, because I absolutely cannot stress this enough. You can have the greatest plan on paper, but if your execution is sloppy, it's all for nothing. Bad technique doesn't just stall your results, it's a fast track to getting injured. The main takeaway here is simple: form over everything, always.
So here are the absolute essentials. You always warm up to get your body ready. You keep your back straight and your core tight, no slouching. You breathe with the movement, exhaling on the hardest part. You control the weight, don't just swing it around. And you always finish with a cool down to help your body start the recovery process. These aren't suggestions, they're the rules of the road for safe, effective training.
Think about it this way. The work you do with the dumbbells, that's only half the story. The real magic, where the growth and the changes actually happen, is when you're resting and refueling your body. Your workout is like placing an order at a restaurant. Your nutrition and recovery is when the kitchen actually cooks the meal.
Just let that number sink in for a second. 70%. You literally cannot out-train a bad diet. It's impossible. What you eat provides the raw materials to repair your muscles and the energy to perform your next workout. It's not about perfection, it's just about being mindful of the fuel you're putting in the tank.
So what does good fuel even look like? Well, here's the quick and dirty breakdown. Protein, that's the bricks and mortar for rebuilding muscle. Carbs are your premium fuel source for powering through those tough sets. Healthy fats are crucial for keeping your hormones in balance. And water? Well, water is involved in just about every single process in your body. So stay hydrated.
This slide nails it. This is why rest is so important. The workout itself is the signal. You're basically creating tiny, controlled damage to your muscle fibers. But the growth, the part where you get stronger, that happens when you're resting, especially during deep sleep. That's when your body's repair crew comes in and builds everything back stronger than before. That's why aiming for 7 to 9 hours of sleep is just as important as any workout.
Now, let's talk about the big picture. Getting in shape isn't a 30-day challenge you can just check off a list. It's a lifestyle. And that means you need patience, you need to set realistic expectations, and you need to understand that this is a journey, not a destination.
This timeline is so important because we all want to see results yesterday, right? But here's how it usually works. You feel the change long before you see it. In the first few weeks, you'll just feel better, more energetic. Then you'll start noticing you're getting stronger. The visible changes in how you look, they come after that foundation is built. You got to trust the process.
So how do you stay in it for the long run? Here are some game changers. Write down your workouts. Seeing your progress on paper is a huge motivator. Try to train around the same time each day to build a habit. And this last one is the most important. Find your deep why. I want to lose weight is a goal that can fade, but I want to have the energy to chase my kids around the park. Now that is a reason that will pull you off the couch when motivation is low.
And this really says it all, doesn't it? Consistency. Day after day, week after week, will always beat random bursts of intense effort. It's about building a habit that serves you for life. You do that, and the results will absolutely follow.
So that's it. We've laid it all out. The plan is here. The tool is in your hands. The principles are clear. The only thing left to do is to take that first step, that first warm-up, that first set, that first rep. So the question is, what's your first step going to be?